Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to have a discussion on angular cheilitis. It is also known as angular chelosis, angular stomatitis and paralysis. It is a common inflammatory condition affecting corners of the mouth or oral commissures. Symptoms: it appear at the corner of the mouth and may be painful or might be asymptomatic. Patient may be present with burning sensation, irritation, pruritus, or bleeding. Predisposing factors: it is thought to be a multifactorial disorder. Denture wearers and those having missing teeth are mostly affected by angular cheilitis, particularly if the denture are worn out and are causing overclosure of their mouth. Means if the patient is having reduced vertical dimension of occlusion. Here, overclosure means when the upper and lower jaw come together too far, which creates pouching at the angle of the mouth, thus giving your face a collapsed appearance, as you can see in this picture. Because of reduced vertical dimension, deep skin folds are created. It is also related to some nutritional deficiencies like iron, folate, and vitamin B12. Certain systemic diseases are also related, which are atopic and seborrheic dermatitis, granulomatous disease, and Crohn's disease. Smoking is also a risk factor. Salivary gland hypofunction can cause hyposalivation, which may leave patients susceptible to this condition. Infection: angular cheilitis is often correlated with the presence of Candida associated stomatitis. It is thought that the infection may be initiated between palatal mucosa and the maxillary denture, and from that area it spread to the angle of the mouth. It is usually a mixed infection of Candida, Staphylococcus aureus, and Streptococcus species. Corticosteroid inhalers and poor oral hygiene are also a risk factor for this condition. What investigations are to be carried out in this patient? If the patient is a denture wearer, we have to check whether the denture is stable and comfortable, and if the vertical dimension of occlusion is appropriate or not. As poorly fitting denture causes wrinkling at the corner of the mouth that creates a favorable environment for this condition to manifest. You have to check with the patient regarding their recent change in the saliva quality or quantity. Obtain a thorough dental and medical history. A detailed history should be taken, including patient dental status, their oral hygiene practices. It is important to question the patient about medical illnesses like any disease causing immunodeficiency, whether they are smoking, if they are chewing tobacco, if they are suffering from any cutaneous disorder like atopic dermatitis, allergic disorders, or are they on any medications. It is vital to take a detailed history of the lesion as well, which includes duration of the lesion, periodicity of the lesion, and if they have taken any previous treatment for that. If a more thorough investigation is required, we have to refer patient for cytology culture or lab assessment so as to rule out any local or systemic predisposing factors. How will you manage a patient with angular cheilitis? The treatment for angular cheilitis highly depends on its cause. Initially, we have to evaluate the predisposing factors contributing to the disease. Then, a dental review is to be done. In the elderly patient, denture replacement or denture relining is to be done for any ill-fitting denture. And instructions on how to keep your denture clean is to be given. As a general rule, all patients should maintain a good oral hygiene so as to prevent reoccurrence. The topical antifungal therapy for angular cheilitis is clotrimazole 1% cream, which is applied to the angle of mouth topically twice daily for at least 14 days, and miconazole 2% cream applied topically to the angle of mouth twice daily for at least 14 days. If oral candidiasis is present, we have to treat it with antifungal therapy. Follow-up is recommended at 2 weeks interval. And if in this interval the condition hasn't resolved, we have to seek a specialist advice. Refer the patient to the specialist for persistent angular cheilitis because treatment for mixed infection may be required, or this angular cheilitis may be a symptom of certain systemic conditions like Crohn's disease or granulomatous disease, which has to be treated. Thank you everyone and have a good day.